Hello once again, Niner Faithful, and welcome back to another episode of 49ers Playbook on the channel that's trying to answer the whys and hows of the game. This past Sunday night, the 49ers were able to get a much-needed win over the struggling Cowboys to get the team back to 500 heading into the bye week. There's a ton of film to go over, a lot of it good, some not so good, but we're going to see why the 49ers struggled in the first half, how they turned it around for a phenomenal third quarter, and how they nearly snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. First, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our members of JFA49.com. They are the heart and soul of the channel and make videos like this possible. We need your support though. Videos like this are relying more and more on the support of people just like you. Please consider joining them if you'd like to support the channel and help make content like this happen, as well as get access to some exclusive content, diving deeper into the X's and O's and the Y's and the hows, as well as getting each review video a little early and ad-free. You can become a member at JFA49.com. The link is in the description below. You're watching Johnny Dell's Football Academy. So one thing we're still seeing is the receiver room just hasn't quite put everything together with all the injuries happening and players moving around positions and missing time. We're trying to just have a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1, and Conley and Pearsall are mixed up on who should be where and try and get in the right spots. But this is just a nonsensical play. Why? It's a quarterback sneak. There's no reason to move. Just line up and let the play go. Instead, it's a 5-yard penalty. We do get an explosive to Debo on the next play that sets us up in field goal position, but this is more sloppiness. This is during the scripted portion of the play calling, so it's even more inexcusable. We're running a play you've seen me talk about a few times already this season, read rail. It's a read route paired with a rail route, or a go route from an inside alignment. The problem is both Ronnie Bell and Conley run the read route. We still have the explosive, but this is the kind of stuff they've had going on with the receivers. Guys are just not on their details and assignments. The drive ended though when Purdy canned a play to a run on 3rd down. The Cowboys came with a lot more pressure than they were expecting early on, but you'll see them adjust throughout the game. On defense, we were able to get a turnover early. The Cowboys are just trying to take a shot on Renardo Green, but Jair Brown shows off really impressive range after Nick Bosa forced the pressure. The offense did struggle in the first half, and some of it was on Brock Purdy. We're running our double deep in concept. The way we run it is with what Kyle calls a curl through route, which is a through route that against this coverage will cross the face of the deep safety, paired with a basic route or 10 to 12 yard in route. The Cowboys are coming with a 6-man pressure and a zone behind it. And Purdy makes the right read. The middle safety takes the curl through and he looks to hit Kittle on the basic route, but it is off the mark. The pocket was good enough, but Purdy got a little sloppy in his mechanics. He locks his front leg, and that can cause passes to sail high and to the right, which is exactly what happens here. On defense, Dallas gets set up for their first score of the game, and this one is where they got Sorensen. We're playing cover 2 man, and they're coming with a tight end screen. This is a real tough defense to defend a screen with, because every guy is on their man. That's where their eyes are. Then you have 2 deep safeties whose eyes will be to the outside. So there's very little rally support on a screen. Bosa has to do a better job of recognition. When a tight end leaves him and the tackle isn't even looking to block him, the alarm bells need to go off that something isn't right. It's a screen. And this play with a pass interference call sets up Ezekiel Elliott for the score. Back on offense, we have a huge explosive for a touchdown comeback. This is a very similar play to the one that Debo had that scored a 76-yard touchdown against the Seahawks. That play was a drift route paired with a rail route. This time, we have Conley on what's called a drift off. So it's a drift route that will then break vertical. Just like against the Seahawks, the drift catches all the attention, and Debo is wide open for the huge gain, but Saubert with the hold negates it. One thing that was really encouraging to see was Purdy and Pearsall starting to form a connection. Dallas is in man coverage and Pearsall's running an out route. They're only bringing 4, but end up getting a free rusher with the way our blocking was set up, but watch how early Brock is going to throw this ball. He starts his windup when Ricky is at the 43, 7 yards before he even gets to his break. But the drive ends on a failed 4th down conversion. This is one Brock would love to have back. It's just poor footwork here. Dallas is coming with an all-out blitz, and we actually pick it up really well. There's no need to rush. He's got Debo on a slant route. Debo really only has his man to beat, and this is probably a house call. Purdy's footwork is normally really good, but here it's pretty bad. He also closes off his front foot, which is something that will pop up every once in a while. But it's not like it's something you see every time he throws, but a closed off front foot will cause a ball to get yanked to the left of the target, which is exactly what happens here. He's got to settle the feet down and make the throw. And on their drive, Dallas was able to get deep into the red zone, but a great red zone stand held him to only 3 points. Here we're in cover 2 zone, but this is a really nice game plan by Sorensen. CeeDee Lamb is on the short side of the field and will essentially bracket him. Demo will play man outside and deep, Jair Brown will take Lamb on anything deep and outside, while D. Winters will take Lamb on anything in breaking. Dallas had a nice cover 2 beater dialed up on the other side with a stick nod, but Dak wants the matchup of Lamb on Winters. D does a great job staying in position. Yes, it's a catch, but for no yards. Next, this is a really great play by Malik Mustafa. So to understand how good of a play this is, we have to go back to preseason. The Cowboys dialed this up specifically to go after Mustafa. Back in preseason against the Titans were in a heavy run personnel. We're in man coverage, and they're going hard run action. Then Mustafa's man is going to run a corner route. Mustafa bites hard on the run fake, and his man was wide open, but a bad pass resulted in an incompletion. Okay, so now Dallas is going to shift to a heavy run look. We're going to go with run action, and Mustafa's man is going to run a corner route. This time, he doesn't bite the cheese, stays in great position, and Dak tries to put the ball high and inside, but Malik stays with it for the pass breakup. Really great job by the young guy, and it's great to see him learn and grow. Coming out of the half, though, we get one of the best quarters of football the 49ers have had this year. And this is really great design and execution. So lining up, Dallas is trying to stop the run. They have a bare front where they're going to cover up the guard, center guard, 2 wide players, and are showing man coverage. So we shift Purdy to shotgun. We have Juice on a snag route, Conley on a corner route, Garendo on a flat route, and Kindle on a now route or short slant. Because of the close alignment of Deebo Samuel and being cover 1, Kittle's man has to play outside leverage to be able to get over the top of any pick plays to the outside. So Kittle's already won by alignment. The trick is, you gotta move Garendo's man just a little bit. So we have the short motion by Garendo, which swaps the linebacker's man responsibilities, and he's gotta move out. And it all creates a perfect crease for Kittle to hit. Accurate ball from Purdy, but fantastic design. This all sets up Garendo for his first career touchdown. So another really great design. We start out with Kittle and Juice to the boundary side, establishing that as a strong side, and Kendricks as the linebacker to that side, and also where the box safety is. We then shift Juice over to a balanced set, but that doesn't require a strength change by the defense of which side of the formation will have more numbers. That's important. They wanted it static. We then bring Juice back across the formation in motion, and this is the important part. When Dallas will see motion like this, to account for Juice on a potential flat route, but also maintain their rush lanes, they usually have the outside linebacker and Kendricks get a quick call to swap gaps. So every pre-snap movement had a specific purpose to get Dallas to vacate the C gap, where we're running for the touchdown. Then back on defense, we get the second interception of the day. This is such a good job by Demo, and there's some serious poetry to this. The famous play of Joe Montana to Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone against Dallas for the catch to kickstart the 49ers dynasty was sprint right option. Dallas is running the same play, but to the left. This is sprint left option. Demo said he recognized the formation that Dallas was going with and ran the play for them for the pick. With the ball back on offense, we set up the next score with a nice third down conversion by Purdy with his legs. Dallas is in cover 1 man, and we were trying to hit Pearsall on a rub concept, which is a rub corner route paired with a rub under route. The middle alert player took it away, and Purdy moves on to Kittle on a choice out China, but Garendo's man flashes in the throwing lane, and he's got that sixth sense to feel the pressure coming behind him, escape the pocket, and go get the first down with his legs. And we do get a touchdown to George Kittle on National Tight Ends Day. So we have Kittle and Conley on a slant flat, or in West Coast terms, a dragon. Against man, this creates a pick or rub play. Dallas is going full all-out blitz. It's great execution by Conley to set the rub, which he's allowed to do if he's running a route, and Purdy with the change of the arm slot to throw around the unblocked guy off the edge. A lot has been made about the 49ers having answers to the all-out blitz. They sure had one here. Back on defense, we get Dallas off the field in a great marriage of pass rush and coverage. We're in cover one man, and Demo does get beat initially on a corner route, but Bosa got pressure so quickly off the edge that Dak had to pull it down. And by the time he escapes out, the coverage is plastered to the receivers and he's got nowhere to go with the ball. Back on offense, we get the drive going, and this looks like 49ers football. We're running the old Yankee concept, which is a post route paired with a high crossing route off run action. And the run action gets Kendricks to step up just enough to get Kittle in behind him, and a really pinpoint throw from Brock Purdy hits Kittle in stride for a big gain. Then we get a real nice conversion on third down to keep the drive going. And this is the classic man coverage beater, the mesh concept. Debo does a great job winning early, something he hasn't always done this year. I would like to see Jacob Cowing run this route a little shallower. The idea is you want Debo's man to have to run over the top of both Cowing and Pearsall's routes as interference. But Debo still wins, but that's something you need to manufacture, not have to rely on him winning every time. But a great throw by Brock to hit Debo in stride, who's able to get good yards after the catch. This all sets up the quarterback sneak, and look at Conley and Pearsall in the right spots this time. But the fourth quarter is when things started to unravel a little bit, with San Francisco's 17-point lead quickly evaporating, and it started with this play. So we're in combo coverage here. We have the 3-man side in man coverage, Warner in a lurk, and then to the 2 receiver side we have a 3-over-2 zone. They're going to in-out anything underneath, and Mustafa will have to pick up anything with depth breaking inside. This is where Mustafa busts his coverage though. He peels off to pick up a deep crossing route and vacates his responsibility on Lamb, leaving Lamb wide open. Then, with Dallas getting the ball back, seemingly in the blink of an eye, they get into the end zone with 3 passes to CeeDee Lamb. We're in cover 2 zone, and Dallas is running a drive plus double in concept. Devondre Campbell is going to pick up the drive route, then Fred is going to match CeeDee Lamb on a basic route. Ronaldo Green gets drifty in his zone drop though. This throw ends up right in his zone. If he stays disciplined, he could probably get a pick here. So next play, we're in cover 3 buzz, and Dallas is again just running a double in. There's a communication breakdown here. There should be an undercall by Demo to Warner, who would look to pick up the second in route with Brown coming down on the first. And this is just not tight enough. Then they get the touchdown. So we got beat in 2 zone, beat in cover 3 buzz, now they're going man coverage. Dallas brings a tight end in late motion and Jair Brown has to play this better. They're running his man on a flat route to create interference for CeeDee Lamb to use on a streak. He's got to work over the top of Green. He's the one with eyes on the play. He's responsible for keeping Green clean, but runs into him and it's another easy touchdown for Dallas. Back on offense, we have a chance to seal the game, but can't quite get the blocking right. Dallas is showing a 6-man front, all out, cover 0. We have Kittle and Pearsall on a Chevy concept. Just like the play to Kittle, Pearsall has won from the initial alignment. Guerrero can't hesitate on his rush pickup. He's got to pick up the widest man to the short side of the field and attack it. If he picks this up, this is a house call for Pearsall. Back on defense, we get a great 4-and-out to effectively end the game. Dallas is trying to hit a dagger concept, which is a post route or clearing route paired with a deep in route. We're in cover 4 and Demo probably gets a second pick if Warner doesn't get a hand on this ball. Then on 4th down, they get a great stop and another marriage of pass rush and coverage. We're in man coverage, but Malik Collins won on a great rush to flush Dak out of the pocket, and the coverage again plastered to their guys, giving Dak no real answer to get to, and it's a turnover on downs. This leads to Guerrero being able to ice the game, and he really does mean to slide on this one. It was a good win, and the team still has a lot to clean up. It's crazy to think they scored 30 points, but as we've seen, there was still a lot of meat left on the bone. This offense should be scoring ridiculous amounts of points, but they haven't been able to get out of their own way a lot this season. Hopefully after the bye and getting McCaffrey back will make a huge difference, and we'll see this offense become what it really can be. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to hit the notifications button to be alerted to when a video goes live. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and go Niners.